I just wanted to give more of an in-depth look at my plant bin system that I have going on here. I finally just finished plumbing everything. So what I have is basically a Bucephalandra farm going. So I have these bins. I got these at Walmart. I believe this one has a 17 quart. I forget what this one is. I think it's 7. And this one's from Home Depot. These are Costco bins. And same thing, Home Depot, into the same bins like that. So I have a few different ways to do it. I have a regular soil bin. I have this one. These 3 actually are all soil bins. I have, these are for growing Buce submerged. So this is just full water. I use some tank water with RO water, and I remineralize. That's in that tank, this tank, and that tank on the bottom. But this one is a riverine system that I have going. So I have a little small pond pump in there, just circulating water. And so the cool thing I have about this is I wanted to come up with a way to water change easily. So I set up a whole water change system through some 1/4-inch PVC line with some bulkhead fittings on all of them. So that runs down here and it connects all of the tanks that I want to have it drained. So I have this one here for this one, down here for this one is down over here, and then for the bottom one I kept separately because it's so low to the deck that I would have to do something different. So I still have to figure that one out. But on this side I have my plant bin, the soil bins, same thing, they're all plumbed up, goes down. Even my riverine system one is plumbed, and it could just get poured down to a bucket. So this is my basic soil bin setup. I had created a little pocket here in the corner with just lava rock, and I surrounded it, the little areas with lava rock. This I just put a little extra lava rock because I had a lot of extra area. I didn't have any more soil, so I figured that'd be fine. I have some Anubias plants in here, and this is about like 1.5 inches of soil, just regular organic potting soil with hydroton or Leica balls and lava rock. And I also have this reptile misting system here that I repurposed for my plant bins. So I have it set up in 3 out of the 8 bins that I have. Yep, 8 bins. So this only goes off for 13 seconds once a day. So it's in this bin, this bin, this bin, and the bucket for it is down here. So I just filled it up maybe once or twice a month, if anything. It sprays for 13 seconds. All the excess water will get drained into the corner here in each of these bins, and then I just drain it whenever it gets too full. The main thing with the plant bins is that you don't want the water level to be too high. You don't want it to actually be submerged. You just want the soil to be nice and moist, and the leaves need to all be wet as well. So that's the whole point of that. You can see in here I have a pretty similar setup. The whole point of these bins is to keep the humidity up. And in this one I also have pretty much the same setup. So again, this one's a little different. I have a riverine system going. Unfortunately I got duckweed in here, so there's nothing I can really do about that. Unfortunately, it's a little too late. But I have Bucephalandra, some Anubias growing in here, moss, some crypts, and all I have is a little pond pump in the corner over there, and it just circulates the water. And then I add little fertilizers to it every week or so, and then it's been growing pretty steadily. It's been working, and yeah. And these bins that I have are just powered by a air stone in each one. I just have a valve on each one. It runs around my 20-gallon here to my air pump that also runs the sponge filter in this tank too. That's it. So I figured with filling the tanks, I thought I could also use my valve that I set up down here for draining. I also have my RO system that connects right into this, so I could just turn the valve theoretically and turn it on, and it should, in theory, fill the tanks as well. And I have valves for each individual tank, so if I don't want to fill all of them at once, I don't have to. And that's it. Okay, so you can see I got a little water in the bottom of each of these, and you can see it's right over the intake there. I have the valve closed for that one because there's not enough water. But this is my little drainage system. Really simple, you don't need much. Goes down pretty fast. And then I just stop a little above the inlet, that way it always has water pressure. And that's it, and you can see how much it's using. I've had this same bucket of water for about a week and a half, and I only had it filled up to essentially the brim, or pretty close to, and that's where it's at now. If you guys have any questions about how I set these up, you can feel free to send me a message, leave a comment. If you leave a like on the video, that also helps a lot. Thanks, see you next time.